Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in Exodus 35, 1 through 35. And the main point that we want to take away from this is having a willing heart. God loves a cheerful giver. That's in 2 Corinthians 9 and 7. So we should give offerings and out of a willing heart, not out of a guilty conscience. We cannot buy our way into heaven or even into God's good graces. So we are to deal generously with everything that is put before us. Now, God does not need our money, but the churches need money to keep the lights on and the doors open. And we are to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. When we give generously to others, we have less time to be self-centered and selfish. Now, generous people are not always faithful to God, but faithful people to God will always be generous. And just in case some of you are wondering, where did they get all of this stuff? Because they're in the middle of the desert. How did they get all this stuff to give it to God? Well, if you remember when they were slaves in Egypt, after all the plagues, the Egyptians wanted them to leave, wanted all the Israelites to leave. Here, go, take what you want. Here, I'll give you silver and gold and jewelry and linen and skins of animals and other valuable things that they gave to them, and they carried these with them along the way. And now they were being asked to give what they were willing to God, to his temple, to his house. And there were many that gave with a willing heart and was enthusiastic about giving it to God willingly. All of God's people have been given special abilities, and we are responsible for developing those abilities. The fruits of the Spirit are love and joy, long-suffering, peace, generosity, and temperament. Against these things, there are no laws. This is in Galatians 5:22. This is probably one of my favorite verses, and I try to memorize it. I try to really apply it to my life. These are abilities that some of them may come very easy, and other ones are very difficult for us to do. So we continuously work on trying to develop those abilities. Now, and when some of us, once we've mastered those abilities, once we've mastered and developed these things into our life, we are to share it with others and help others learn to master those abilities as well, to give them encouragement and help them to grow in the love of God. And whatever your job is that you do, you serve in a restaurant, you're a nurse, a police officer, you work in a factory, you're in the professional field. We are to work to the best of our ability. God says, do all things to the best of your ability. So we are to get better and we are to improve. And this will make others around us take notice and be like, wow, they've really developed their skills, their knowledge, and I want to learn more. I want to go and learn from them. And then this gives us also an opportunity to teach them about Jesus. And we need to take every opportunity that we have to teach others about Jesus. If they won't listen, that's okay. Dust off your feet, move on. But you will have some that will be very enthusiastic and have questions and want to know answers. And so I would pray and hope that you would have those answers, or that you would at least be willing to dig in the Bible to find those answers. So again, we should serve God with a willing heart. We should do it with cheerful joyfulness, and Bring your abilities to the table, share them with others, help others to develop those same abilities that you have mastered. May God be with you in everything and in every way.